Hello world. We are just back because there's a lot of problems, but in the meantime we are so excited. So Ray, and what about your message to the world? Because we know there's a technical problem. So what about your message?
My message is we need peace. We are short of anger of peace. So if the leaders can give us the peace, I think the world will be a safe place for all of us.
Yeah, I mean,
And
what kind
my,
of peace you are talking about?
we don't want to see people die again. The
Yeah.
peace I'm meaning people are dying every day. And when you look at like place where I come from, and when you look at Rohingya, we don't. Those people have no peace. But again, we can make the peace all together. If we try to forgive one another, things will be okay for ourselves.
I mean, who can make the peace? Who can help to make the peace?
You know, the peace starts with you. Starts with you and me before government comes in or any other person. So it is me and it is you can bring the peace. If we all say we are not going to support, like for example, the youth, when youth say, we don't want to support now, like the military, the people in the military kind of things, we don't want to support them by joining them. That is another way of bringing peace.
Mm. I mean,
Yeah.
what was your life in Uganda like? And right now you're living in the Bidibidi camp. What was your life in your homeland?
Uh, I have not seen a quite difference because I've been a person who also grew up in the streets, like a street boy.
Oh,
So just trying to create a life for myself. So I found like life in the street is similar like being in the refugee camp. Because back then I was a refugee in my home country. Then again now I came into foreign country where I registered officially a refugee. But before I was already a refugee in my country because of living in the street.
yeah, it's so sad, and I think, and we wish like, yeah, you'll do amazing things. Like, uh, what about your family members? How many family members do you have, and what about your parents, and what about your mom?
Uh, I have 13 sisters that are living with me. I lost my father during the war, and I'm living with my mother.
Mm.
So every day I work hard. Yeah, every day plus my wife because I'm married.
Mm.
Yeah, but my wife is currently not okay. She's sick, and I'm trying to kind of run the healthy condition for her well. So the thing is, life is not been easy for me, and I cannot tell which one has been the easiest and which one is a bit good for me. Now, I'm seeing since my childhood, the life is going the same. So I decided to make it better for myself because I believe no one else is going to make it better for me. That's
Yeah.
why I decided to make it.
And I also believe, no one will change like if you will not change. And the person, the people, those who are we are from the very different continent, the audience. If I really share with you, like the Ray right now living in an Africa, and he's joining with us from the one of the second largest refugee camp of the world, like the Bidibidi camp. And I'm here in Bangladesh, and I'm here in Cox's Bazar, where like hosting millions of Rohingya refugees. So the life and the difficulties is the same, and the people those who are facing the problems, they're all the time kind of the innocent victims. And if we talk about the Ray, who has a amazing personality and who has a creativity, and who are an amazing filmmaker who want to do something. And I know the Artolution one of the program has been supporting the Ray and also the other peoples for a long time. So this is kind of amazing. And if I do you ever heard about the Bangladesh? Do you know about the Bangladesh, Ray?
I came to know about Bangladesh when I met this one, Max and Joel. from Artolution. So
Mm.
the artwork, that the exchange of the artwork made me to know who are the Rohingya refugees.
Wow.
That is when I came to know, and I
Oh,
believe like arts now has like power, bringing the hope that was lost back.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
this is an amazing, like we are like I'm able to communicate with you through the artwork, through the max, through the resolutions, and for the audience, like if we are talking about the one of the program, it's called the Artolutions, and this is in public art, and which is working in the different refugee camp of the world, and the Max Levi, who is the co-founder, and so this is kind of amazing how our work to make a communication bridge to communicate together. Like I'm here in Bangladesh, he's in one of the living in one of the refugee camp, so right now we are connected because of art, we are connected because of the activity, because of the creativity. So Ray, and I mean, when what about your perception, what about your hope, like when you're able to go back to your homeland, like when the situation's going to be okay?
Where? To South Sudan? Are you saying me
Yeah.
going back to? Hey man, no. I don't have the hope of going back to South Sudan because you know why am I laughing?
Sorry.
Things are not okay. Things are not
Yeah.
okay. Um,
Hmm.
I cannot just go like that. I remember telling
Yeah,
you
Ray.
I was living in the street, right? And if I go back right now, how will my children be? So I'm trying to kind of think of the future of it. I believe I can do something, you know. That's why I don't have still that hope of going back to South Sudan, but I still have the hope
Yeah, Ray.
that our community will be
Yeah.
great again.
Ray, if you, I know you can sing a song. Like I don't know, this is I don't know how you feel. If you can sing like one or two lines, like in your language or any kind of popular line, do you want to sing? You want to share with us? So I think that will be amazing for my
My
audience.
God, it's just a hairstyle, but I don't know how to sing. I only do directing music videos. I direct music videos. That's what I do. I'm just like a director, so I don't sing. I'm not artist.
Okay, so no problem. So Ray, and we are going to officially end the show. So I think the audience, there's one of the requests. Like I want to why the journalist chat is here. Right now we try to say to make you understand you are living the country, you are living in your area, but as a human being, you have to think about the people, those who are struggling around the world, those who are surviving around the world. The person look like Ray. He's a creative person. He's a filmmaker who grew up in the street and lost his father. But he has a hope to survive. He has a hope to do better the future. So we believe during the time of lockdown, there's a lot of things are not lockdown. And we believe if you are okay, if you take the responsibility from your side, the situation's going to be okay one day. And all the time try to do something better for the people, and we hope this is a global this is a time of globalizations, and whatever happened to around the world, we can communicate, and we are together, we have to fight together. So, and I'd like to thanks our solutions, I'd like to thanks Max Levy Feeder, who just opened the way to communicate with Ray and also the other part of the refugee camp. And I hope in your positions you can do something. So today this is very emotional show for me. Please, Ray, if you say something.
Uh, as the world is experiencing a war that we are not seeing an enemy, and coronavirus, I describe it as a war, a second war that again it has come to affect all of us. And coronavirus does not know anyone. You're big, small. Please, if you're told to stay home, respect it.
Wow.
As we do the same in Bidibidi, please, my audience who are watching from Bidibidi, please, if you're told stay home, stay home. I know one day everything will be okay and we are going to come back. Meanwhile, you're at home, please don't just sleep and think and hope that things will be okay where you left. You need to go back into your designing room, rethink what is it that you can do to bring up your life better. If you have been living a better life, don't expect it to come the same. So go inside your room, rethink, think creatively, and decide what's better for you and your community. And don't be greedy to think of you and your family. Think of your community. Make change for the community so that all of you share the goodness of the community. That's my message
Yeah.
to everyone.
Wow,
Yeah.
like this is the time for Africa. So I mean, audience, this is an amazing like how positive he is. Like he lost his father and he grew up in the street and he's facing a lot of problems. He's living in the refugee camp, but how positive he is. Like this is amazing message to you. And don't be upset. Try to do something in your own positions. And you don't feel you are alone. And you don't feel like you're only the person who are facing the problems. No, we are all together facing the problem, and we're all together. We should fight together to solve the problem. So this is a bye for tonight. This is a special and very emotional show for me. And Ray, it's really amazing. Like I hope like the situation is gonna be okay, and you will be safe in your area. And please, and be okay. And I hope like one day we'll be able to meet together, and one day I'll go there and meet together. So please, everyone, be okay. And my audience, don't miss another show. And I'm trying to bring another person from another part of the world. Bye bye for tonight. And again, thanks Artolution. Thanks Max Levy Feeder.
And stay safe.